Kia aka nui, kia aka rahi, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Ni hao. Ngāi Tahu Tourism owns and operates a portfolio of iconic tourism attractions in New Zealand, and they include Shot Over Jet, Dart River, Franz Josef Glacier Guides, Rainbow Springs and Agrodome. The Chinese market's very significant for us. It's recently become our #1 source market, moving from 6% in 2011 to over 25% today. And also, of all Chinese visitors to New Zealand, over 70% of them will visit one of our experiences. So some of the challenges we had with the Chinese market was obviously language and how to deal with that, and we invested in a team for the China market, and also the relationships and how to manage those. That was quite different for us. So our success in China has primarily been driven by being there early and investing in that market. I think one of the other key successes for us has been the government's early investment into that market through Tourism New Zealand and NZTE as well.
Yeah, well, we specialise in taking visitors off the Kaikoura coast by vessel. So Asia provides us around 20% of our visitors, and China provides us 56% of our Asian visitors. It's a very significant market, but it's also a market that provides us with really positive opportunities for sustainable growth going forward, both in visitor numbers, but more importantly in yield also. With the Chinese market, we've found that, and obviously relationships are always important, but relationship network development with the Chinese market is something that really jumps out at me. So specifically around direct engagement with the consumer, primarily through social media, developing relationships with the travel trade, both here in New Zealand and offshore, hiring a Mandarin-speaking staff member to drive our activities in that market, and very much targeting what we call the independent traveller from the Chinese market, but also taking or understanding that we need to take a long-term view on that market's development.
China has become a very significant market for us. They were unrated for us in 2010 in terms of a source market. They're now 4th, and we expect them to overtake Australia within the next 12 months. So to target the Chinese market, we're working with YHA China, and they have 250 hostels. We research to make sure that we're meeting the needs and we're manipulating what we do to meet their expectations. So the differences we've noticed are relatively small things, so that would be food requirements. So we've dealt with that by including rice cookers in all of our hostels, and the other difference is language. We're providing our guests with a Chinese language website with Chinese information in hostels. So we think the secret to our success is listening to our guests and also working with YHA China and in China and understanding how our guests experience YHA in their own country.